Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Boxer, the Technical Trader. It's Monday night, June the 20th. These are the charts of the day. I'm going to show both longs and shorts today. Some of the stocks that are looking good on the long side, AGYS, which had that big pop at the end of May and then ran up with a follow through towards the 820 level, then is back and filled in a beautiful flag fashion for the last couple of weeks. Take a look at the pattern. If we get a breakout above 820, I'm looking for a quick move towards the 9.5 range, maybe even as high as 10. ANTH, also in a 4-week consolidation, looking for a breakout over 9.905 and a run up to 10.5, 3/4, maybe 11. ANX had a significant pop today, jumping 29 cents or 12.25%. 3.3 million shares traded. That's the biggest volume since the first week of January when it popped here. And it looks like we may be making a run at that 275.78 range. If that's taken out, look for a quick move up towards the 290 range and then as high as 3.25, 3.5. ARIA, Ariad Pharmaceuticals, snapped back today 65 cents or 7%. 5.5 million traded. The stock looks like it's headed for 11.25, half, and then as high as 13. Secondary target. Caribou Coffee, flying in the last couple sessions. Highlighted it last night. Over the weekend. Again today, went up another 77 cents or 6%. Strong volume, the biggest volume of the year, as a matter of fact. And it looks to me like maybe headed towards at least a test of this line up around the 13.5, 3/4 range, but secondary target up around 15. CROX continues nicely and moved up today, up another $1.43 or 6% on 2.9 million shares. You can see the way it's moved out across this consolidation range. My target's 28.5. CSII appears to be coming out of this wedge pattern and could move towards the $13 to $17 range. That's my secondary target. Initial target around 15.5. Forest Laboratories broke out of a 5-day flag today. Has a very nice pattern going on, strong technicals, and looks to me like it may be headed at this point into the mid-40s. That's my trading target for Forest. HNS and Hansen, little low-priced play here in the medical appliances field after a 2-month wedge, may have broken out today. As volume has increased the last couple sessions. 1.9 million traded up 7% today. Trading target at 3.75 and then at 5. LMLP surged for 38 cents or 12%. Million share traded today. It's right at resistance and move through here. Could get it quickly to 430. That's my initial target. Secondary target around 5.25, 5.5. ONTY continues extremely impressive pattern and strong momentum. In the last 8 sessions has moved up nearly every day. It's now at the top of the channel, but it's taken out lateral price resistance, and at this point, in new all-time high territory. ORS. After the big explosive move that took it from $1.38 to over 7, the stock pulled back and retested the breakout point, and the 21-day moving average to bounce 86 cents or 27% today. 1.5 million shares traded. That's the biggest volume in 4 sessions. Perhaps it can snap back more. I'm looking for a move up towards 6 and then 7. Seattle Genetics popped out across this trading range in the last 3 weeks. Volume surged to 2.2 million, was up 52 cents or 2.75%, and it looks to me like it hits heading for that 22 range. Those are the longs for today. Oh, I have one more, excuse me. ZAG. Wanted to continue to show this beautiful flag pattern that's developing on low volume with great technicals. I'm still looking for more upside, 15 and then 17.5 for my targets for ZAG. Now on the short side, box and short list, let's go over some stocks that look intriguing. We issued a short on Body Central today. As this thrust downward here in early June, it's morphed into a sideways coil of flag, and it looks like a bear flag. Looking for a move down towards the 17 and then 15.5 ranges on BODY. CREE continues its dramatic decline, moving from 44.5, 45 zone down to 33 just in the last 2.5 weeks. It's now at the bottom of the channel. May not be a lot of upside here before we see a bounce, but ultimately wouldn't shock me to see the stock trade around the 29.30 zone. Cyberonics, after a big crack in early June, has been slipping steadily. You can see this falling wedge here. It just may result in a snapback at some point, but it's very weak now. And before we get that snapback, we could see a spike down towards 22.3. China Yuchai forming a little bear flag in here, bear wedge of sorts. And if it breaks down from this zone, look for a quick move down to 16. KRA, Kraton Performance Polymers, after breaking in early May, bounced back into a wedge pattern and has been drifting lower and out of that wedge. At this point, it could accelerate lower. Should it take out 34.5, I look for 29.5, 30. OpenTable, after this big crack in early May and snap back to resistance, it moved steadily lower. And it may snap back at some point in this zone from some resistance, but I'm looking for a further move down towards the mid-60s. Pioneer Southwest Energy Partners, PSE, after the big drop in May, and then it snapped back to resistance, rolled over, tried to bounce, but couldn't get anything going, and then collapsed. Today down another 86 cents to the lowest levels since last October, and at this point could see levels down around the 23 range before it's over. And SNIA down another 3 points, down 295 today, 77 and change. Has now dropped from 126 to 77 just in the last 3 weeks. Probably oversold enough to get a bounce in here, but if it does not bounce soon, you could see a collapse down towards the 66 range. That's my next target on it. And that's it for the long and short ideas for Monday. Take it easy.